Hiya guys, Spectre here, welcome back to my Total Warhammer 3. So I was just checking round as I do at the, before recording, check out any like the more boring stuff, like on diplomacy and stuff like that. And I actually found out that this is all she's got left. Our main enemy. The one that I've got to destroy. She has got 3 settlements. And one of them technically is a gate, which you can't even recruit anything from. Or make any money from. That one is a city. So if that can get built up, but at the moment it's only at tier 2. And then she's got tier 3 town there. So she's not going to have a decent army. Basically. So I'm going to build up my army. Come back and take Turtle Gate and just push in and take her stuff. Oh yeah, and I started recruiting one of these, but I'm actually gonna. I can't go to recruit more yet. I'm gonna recruit both. Because ultimately I will be having 4 of them. They'll be replacing these. I just used that rush thing to rush that main city in the previous part because I wanted to test it out. It's not bad, especially if you've got an abundance of labour. Are they really going to try and attack that again? They lost last time. You can't even beat it in auto-resolve, you idiots. Just fed me free money and free labour. What? Next, I wonder if this Golf the Cold is going to be playable. Nice. Right. I can do that one. I'm not rushing construction again. I can just wait for. God, this is starting to get dicey. $500 there, fucking hell. Right, let me just figure out what I've got to buy, because these are $3.50 a piece. I mean, they're at 4. I don't need any more for this army. I do need 2 more of those, but I think it's been increasing blunderbusses. How much does that one cost? $6.15. Just have to hold off on getting that one, which is fine. I'm only getting one of those anyway. But research though. God. Just go here, do that. See, I like that there. So I've already built that one there, which is fine. I could build either that or that. I'm just got to think priorities. I do want this. Do. Right. See, the other ones I'm more inclined to wait on because, like, these I can get one for free every 4 turns. I can start trying to get some with that one, and I do want to get the one next turn, but that can also apply to other things as well. Take a regeneration. Could be interesting. They can have barrier? I bet you can get stalk on a flying unit. What? That won't be scary at all. 5 flyers that can all stalk. Right, okay. So we can work with the rest of them. Yeah. So with them being put on that, I no longer need you on it. You come back to being on foot. Only needed him on it in case we weren't going to have them, but we're going to have them. So that's going to be fine.
Legionaras.
1 trying to think what else we might be able to get. I'll get a few more in. We'll see. So this is the This is the other dude's army, innit? Yeah. So they're recovering while en route. So if they're recovered by the time they're back, then fair enough. I wonder how you increase capacity of active convoys. I'm assuming you can, but... Maximum number of active convoys plus 1. That's it? You can have 3? Wow. That's a bit sucky. You'd think you'd be able to have like at least 5 or something. Maybe 5 for this guy and 4 for the other 2. Because I think he he starts with like 1 additional convoy. But that means basically the other guys can only have 1 convoy, and towards the end of that other tree that on the industry for convoys, you can basically go up to 2. He starts on 2 and can go up to 3. It's a bit shit. Let's get one sorted. Yeah, let's see for that.
Dio. Uzda na azatergi. Noturia.
Northern provinces are weak as fuck, they've got no army. So I wonder how many more of the dragon siblings they're going to bring into it. Because I think there's 7? Because technically you would have one who's central. Because obviously she's northern, he's western. There would be an eastern. Southern one is the guy who's contending against the Monkey King. And there's a central guy who's like he's like a diplomat. He's less of a fighter and more of a he's good at managing the empire and shit. And then the other 2, I know one of them is a lost sister, so she could be anywhere in the world basically. They could do with her like they done with Teclis. She just basically just went off on her own adventure. And I'm not sure who the other one is. But otherwise, playing as Cathay in Cathay, because it's not massive. They have to add in more territories. You're not going to have a great deal many enemies. And then if you play in here as a bad guy like Clan of Shin or Lokia, or maybe even Nikai, you're going to have 5 or 6 Cathay and Legendary Lords to contend with. It's going to make life very difficult. Oh, we got another one, did we? Oh, no, oh, they increased the capacity though, those. So that's what just went up for free. Oh, maximum active convoys is there as well, actually. So you can get another one there. So they could get up to 3 then, unless there's another one. No. So they could get up to 3, and we can get up to 4. I still think there should be like a second one in that tree though. I don't think that's very good, personally. Yeah, I think this, because you have one there, but I think you should have one like down here or something, or you know, one of the ones that you pay for, or maybe even the one at the top. So you've got one there and then one there. You're just not. It's not a great deal of convoys. And it seems to be quite an important mechanic for the Chaos Dwarves. Yeah, so that got increased to 5 for free. And that's what happened. And see, now with my armaments, ideally, at least while I've got these two, every 4 turn I gain a capacity for one of my melee or missile infantry. Obviously missile I don't care about in this particular campaign. And then I gain either a bull centaur, Kadai or flying monster. The Kadais are both a win. The flying monster needs to be a Lamassu or a Taurus, a bull Taurus thing it's called. Although technically I've got all the Lamassus because I'm having 3. But now I'm going to be saving up. I'm saving up for like this one, which will decrease the cost of all unit capacity upgrades in the Hellforge. So that's one I can go for. And that'll up my research rate as well by completing that. And then I'm going to try and get back some of these ones off of these fuckers. The one that I would want, I mean, I maybe could go for as well, I suppose. I think they're a conclave one, but I'm not sure how good it is. Oh, he's taking it, never mind. 1 per turn for factory settlement buildings. So you don't gain a load actually out of that. So unless you've got a lot of territory, you're not going to really benefit from that massively. I've got the 2 best ones, without a doubt. So yeah. This one's not as good as it sounds either, really. It's -1% for each military seat claimed. So I'm not sure if it includes itself, but if it does, that's 2. That'd be 5. That'd be 9. So you get 9% reduced upkeep. That'd probably be better. So I'm just going to focus more on some of these ones now. Unless I'll lose one of these 2, then I'll try and get it back. Need to save. Hang about. Harbinger of Disaster. Isn't that what's his name? Malagor Dorkoman? He's like nowhere near me. He's like down here somewhere. What the what? Why is he up here? He is here. What? That's completely fine. As long as you ain't taking my shit, I don't care. Yeah, I want to save for that on the extra conclave influence. Fucking hell. Could almost get it as well. Nope, can't do that one yet either. fucking stalk. It's ridiculous. I mean, the thing is as well, you can also kind of make them like monstrous versions of nasty skulkers. You could give them Stalk, Vanguard, and even Frenzy. You could heal while they're in combat like Minotaurs. Missile resistance if they're taking too much damage, but then you've got Barrier. You could make them into absolute stamping machines. I thought barrier hit points would be at the top. Why am I not surprised? Oh fuck, I forgot to put that on.
Kurtals is the Kazakh monger.
Yeah, I know there's upgrades all over the fucking place available, but I've got to save of this building. I've gone and got a Vorgolf. Well, they're recovered in one turn, so they're very easy to go back out. It's a shame you can't hire more units to them, eventually, or something like that. I know you can do it through events, but like events are like few and far between, and you also can't choose the units. They're just like, yeah, do you want this unit or not? Is she for real? Right, what is your hard on with this thing? You can't even beat me in auto-resolve, woman. What are you doing? She's an idiot. Her armies have gotten worse because she can't build anything good because she's lost all decent buildings. And she keeps trying to attack me for some reason. I don't know why. Grimgore. Who's he at war with? I mean, he's not as strong as he was, but he's still potentially stronger than us. It's just that he's got settlements here and here, and armies could come out of there. This one's only an outpost, so I'm not going to have any chance to keep that. And I really don't want to have to deal with Grimgore yet. Yeah, fuck it. My army's not ready, it's not fully complete. And then I want to finish off Miao Ying. I want her dead. 10 control provinces would be very nice. Yes.
Whose praise are Budraj? Who's the Naazater?
How can build you? I don't want that. Yeah. Yeah, that needs resources as well. Yeah, that one's fully upgraded in 2. That one would require more than I'm willing to spend at the moment, because it's almost all my armaments, which I'm not willing to spend. That'll just be stupid. That's going to be built in 9 turns, which is fine. I want to upgrade this. That'll be the next priority for resources, because then that province is then done, and then I can focus on this one.
We must gun.
How do I get the other one? This thing. Oh, level 15. Right, okay. Chaos Rune Shield is what I used to use on my Chaos Lord back in the day on Fantasy on tabletop. It negated magical weapons of enemy characters that were in base contact with you. Whether they were fighting you or not, if they're in base contact, you negated the effects of their magic weapon. And it was really good for taking out like enemy special characters. Because there were a few guys who used them at the shop that I used to go to and fight with my army. And it was funny when they got into combat and they were like, oh yeah, your magic weapon doesn't work. They were like, what? And the magic weapons of special characters were like extremely powerful. In most cases it was the weapon made the character. And you couldn't buy anything as powerful in your trees for your normal lords. There were some weapons priced at like 70 or even 100 points, which is basically a maximum allowance, because it used to be 100 magical item points on a lord. So you could have like a 100-point magical item, which is basically everything your character had, but then all you've got is like an armor save. So you were kind of shafted. Yeah, that I'm not paying for that one. Right. Put that one on. And then I can get them bad boys. This army's okay. Okay. You can trade with the dwarves. Yeah, that'll go down well. Yeah, safest place to go at the moment seems to be Drakenhof. I mean, I can always up the amount, can't I? And dispatch them. They're coming back, they're fully healed. When does the thing next change? 7 turns, oh my god. Somebody's wanting armaments, and it's like, I don't want to give them armaments, I need my armaments. I need to up the capacity of these. I need to buy the buildings for them as well. You'd miss out on that, but I'm not overly bothered by that, to be completely honest. I'd rather have a better melee fighter, because I'd basically got him as a ranged fighter as well as the sorcerer. Now the sorcerer, it makes sense. Oh, he's on his Taurus. Yes. So see, now that's even better for him, actually. Oh, you see, he can get a Bell Taurus, though. He can get a much better mount than even the bloody Lord. So it's almost like they don't want the Lord mounted. See, he gets all positives. Shitload of health, extra armor, speed, melee attack, melee defense, and weapon strength. He gets all-round increase. But I plan on keeping him on his to keep him out of harm's way anyway. What the hell's this? When did he get that? Oh, it's an arcane item. We can't use those. What the fuck? What? Both of these are actually quite good, because that's 20% physical, which is quite a lot, and frostbite attacks. This one has a 15% ward save and regeneration while you're in combat. Is it while in combat? Actually, might not be. Oh, in fact, yeah, it is, yeah. Leadership is higher than broken in melee. So if I want to heal him, I can always send him into combat with like a shitty unit. And he can heal up. But a 15% ward as well. I didn't even realise I'm coming across these things. I'm guessing that's basically where it's saying it wants you to take a sorcerer, basically, Lord. because, ooh,
Dwarf calls.
an idea. I need one of these buildings so I can recruit these units. Obviously, the other thing would be for the capacity for your Demon Smith Sorcerer. But you only really need one, which is in Zhatan's army, because Zhatan can't cast spells. But since it's giving you all these nice little magical staff things, I could recruit Sorcerer Prophets, which I'm guessing will be able to ride Boltaurus things as well. And I've got the Law of Hashut and the Law of Fire are the two I'd generally go for. I don't want to recruit him yet, 'cause I don't know if do these have supply lines? But then again, it's 250, they're not cheap. But, yeah, I could recruit him and then have the Bull Centaur Toruk as like his combat guy, because he's got the heroic killing blow as well, so he's quite beefy in combat. And then we don't really need as many of these buildings, because we want these to recruit our main units, and these guys can be our scouts. But we don't need as many of those. As long as I can recruit these from somewhere, fine. Because then I could cut it down over here even further. Because they haven't got a landmark building over here, which is good. So if I've got these three, we want that as number 4. Want that as number 5. And then we can build 2 buildings. Which actually is both of them. There's that one there, which is less of a thing. But I can build that one for more Conclave influence. And I can build that one for Lord and Hero recruit rank. And then not have this one. Because it's right at the side of the next settlement anyway. So the next place I'd want this, I'd be somewhere further south. You don't need it in every goddamn settlement. Normally you do for the hero capacity. But if I'm going to build the Sorcerer Lords, then I'm not going to have 2 Sorcerers in one army. It defeats the point. You've only got so many winds of magic. But I will say, it does make it handy with them being flying, on flying mounts. Because then, now he can shoot down into combats. He's always going to have clear line of sight. He's not going to hit his own troops. He's going to have better use for things like the fiery breath on that. It's going to make him a lot more versatile. I'm surprised as a hero that we can get on that. So I'm assuming a Lord can definitely ride that. I'm guessing that means it increased the capacity of those. Is what it's telling me. Yeah, it did. For fuck's sake. Fucking blunderbusses. I don't want capacity of these.
Marink. Summasta legineras.
I don't think we're going to get or be able to afford any more in the meantime, are we? Go. And we'll go and do some expanding with that army. This one's all done now, isn't it? Yeah, just that, which... Hang on, why is that gap in price? Or is it because this has gone down? That's weird. Okay.
Summazma. Portals.
By the way, yeah, I'm not getting that yet. Yes, so city. Up in the city.
Raj Arbu. Apru. That's it.
Well, that's built next turn, so it's going to have its full garrison. So it's been struggling against it now. She'll have an even harder time when that's done.
Is the Kazakh monger.
We'll recruit those. It's going to drop money down by quite a bit, but my army should be damn near unbeatable. And just have these 3 weak elements at the back, which I'll flush out, which is 2 more of these, which are actually going to replace these guys basically here. I need 1 more Bale Taurus, 1 more of those units, and then the big motherfucker, who I can't get yet. But right, I will leave this part here, and I'll begin the conquest in the next part. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please drop a sub, help grow the channel, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care everyone, and have a great day.